Okay, a little bit about these two guns. This is the H9A. I really don't know how old this gun is. I shot this when I was a kid. My dad gave me this gun, actually. And so there's a lot of things that about this gun that make it difficult to shoot. The rear sights are very rudimentary, as you can probably see by that, and then the front sight I've had to sort of put a little color on it so I could actually see the thing clearly. It's a fairly accurate little gun though. It's got a short barrel, I'm not sure, 9 inches maybe. Pellet starts here roughly, so it's got roughly a 9-inch barrel. Hard cocking, and it's a little more, I mean, it's a lot like a 45 that I've had. You know, it's fairly heavy as well, but it's easy in the hands, and in some ways a little less trouble to shoot. Trigger is better than it is on this Crossman, which is surprising. And this could just be age with this too. It could just be worn to the point where it's real easy. But I haven't had to do anything with this gun other than about 15 years ago. The valve in this thing, or the piston in this thing, wore out, and so that wasn't holding any air. And I was surprised when I talked to Crossman, or Benjamin at the time, about fixing it. They sent me a gasket, which is still in the gun. It was made out of leather, not rubber, and I was surprised at that. Well, maybe not surprised. I'm surprised today at that, actually. But fairly accurate little gun. Not quite as easy to pump as this gun is, but boy, when you look at the difference, this gun is fairly heavy. This gun actually is not quite a bit heavier, but it is heavier. And a lot of it has to do, I believe, with this longer barrel, which the gun is fairly well balanced. If you look at the arrangement of the, oh, maybe you can't see it that way. Let's do it this way. The handle, the angle of the handle of these things, slightly different. This is a little more ergonomic, and I don't know that that makes a big difference. You know, this has got a little hollow on both sides here for what you're thought out. But this gun, it is bolt action. And I don't know that it's any easier than a pull the cock with a twist lock. I really don't like it. This is a aftermarket probe and handle. This also is aftermarket. Here it's a steel breech. Everything on the older guns is all steel. And wood. These are authentic. I don't really consider these authentic. A lot of plastic on these things, and you know, expedience. And this thing, you know, really the overall quality of this thing is, compared to the older guns, you can really tell the difference. This thing, you know, rattles and wanders, and overall, the sights on this thing were terrible. And but I put a longer barrel on it, and that longer barrel helps a lot. Makes it easier. And looking at the sights through this thing here, as you can see, or maybe you can't, I don't know, but that front sight is a globe sight, which has a really large globe, and it covers at 30 yards, it covers almost any target, 4 inches before you can actually see anything out there with this thing. For those of us that shoot, see, this thing really is a piece of crap actually, but yeah, I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what to do about this actually. Maybe I could squeeze this together. Anyway, doesn't hurt anything, but it's an irritation, and when you have a gun that you're irritated with, you know, you just don't do as much with it as you'd like to. But I do like shooting this gun. But, you know, I power through all the inconveniences and the little things that bug me about it, like this, for example. This fact it doesn't lock up. So there may be some way to fix that, I don't know. But these are the two guns that we're shooting with today. They're both very accurate. This one apparently, I have to shoot this more. This was shooting quite a bit to the left, it looks like, when I was shooting down at the target. So I don't know if I've knocked this off somehow. This is a hard gun to, and this little thing here, I don't know what to do about that. I'm gonna try, it's a screw top, the corner of it broke off. So I can't really, without getting a pair of vice grips in there and turning it out, which I may do. I'm gonna look in to see about replacing the rear side of this thing anyway. So, okay. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I love shooting cans. I love doing everything that has to do with shooting. And I have to spend at least a little bit of time every day. This is something my wife got me for the camera. One of the cameras you're going to be seeing here. And this is for the camera. You know, it works, but this thing here is supposed to be universal, and that actually is something that it's not. My camera was more resting on this than screwed into this thing, so I don't know what that's going to turn up. I haven't looked at that video yet, but we will here shortly. Alright, that's it. It's a wrap for us.